Well, the cement pack has been buzzing around. This after yesterday we had noted investor Mr. Radhakishan Damani going ahead and buying a rather large stake in India Cements. That's his brother went and bought, and that's why the family holding has gone up to around 7.5% in India Cements. But what it's done is it has had a rub-off impact on other cement companies. The likes of NCL Industries are up and about in today's trading session. You have Star Cements as well that are up and about in today's trading session. So good idea to get in a couple of managements. Then we have the management of Star Cement with us to tell us how is demand as well as pricing shaping up. Mr. Sanjay Gupta, the CEO of Star Cement, joins us on the phone line. Hi, Mr. Gupta. Thanks so much, sir, for joining in. Well, your stock is up and about. Unsure whether any large investor is, buying your stock. But let's find out about demand and how is demand shaping up on the ground. If you could give us your sense in the Northeast, where you primarily, sell your cement, as well as East, how is demand shaping up in both these two regions, and what would it mean in terms of volumes for Star Cement?
So, Nigel, the demand has been in Q4 has been pretty good. From January, we had seen a sales growth of 15% in Northeast. And in February, MTD, we have seen a sales growth of 18-20% month to date. So Q3 has been very good as far as the Northeast is concerned. Even East, the demand looks pretty good. January volumes are up, and February is also looking good in terms of volume growth.
Okay, so can you give us a sense on what's also happened with pricing, Mr. Gupta? To what extent have you seen a price increase, and what's the expectation as well? When you said volume growth is looking good, if you could quantify that single-digit volume growth.
So in Northeast, we have seen a volume growth of around 12% in the month of January. And I will expect the similar growth of around 15% of volume growth in the month of February. In Eastern region, we have seen a growth of around 7-8% till now in Q4. As far as the prices are concerned, the Northeast, the prices are up by around 10 to 15 rupees a bag. In East, Bengal, Bihar, Jharkhand and these places, the prices there actually went up by around 25-30 rupees, but they have already been pulled back. I think the net impact will be, as of now, will be around 10 rupees or something.
All right. So this is in the region that, and your split, you have around what, 75% of your sales in Northeast?
Yeah, so we are selling around 70% in Northeast and 30% outside Northeast.
Okay, all right. Let's get back to the query that even Surabhi asked you. What would this mean in terms of sales volumes? I think year to date, that's the first 9 months, it's more or less flattish, right? It's a mild positive bias. At the end of the year, what should you end up with sales volumes? And also, if things are looking so good for FY21, you'll be targeting double-digit growth?
So, Nigel, for 9 months, we have clocked a growth of around 7-8%. We hope that on the full year basis, we'll report a growth of in double digit, somewhere around 11-12%. As far as the FY21 is concerned, we are pretty optimistic because two large states I'll say three large states are due for election. One is West Bengal is going for election in 21. Assam will go for elections, and also Bihar. So hopefully there will be speed up in the project completion by the government also. So we hope to see a good demand coming up in 2021.
Mr. Gupta, I'm just curious. I mean, it's good to note that volume growth is improving, demand is improving. Why do you think then the price increases aren't sustainable? I mean, you mentioned the pullback in East India. It's already happened. I mean, more than half of it has been pulled back. Do you see sustainable price increases in the near future, or do you think the market cannot digest a price hike at all now?
No, I think there has been a few capacity addition also taking place in Eastern region. We have also seen some consolidation happening. So we hope going forward, definitely there will be, with the demand support, there will be some uptick in the prices.
Okay, all right. And what would this mean in terms of an EBITDA per ton? In the last quarter, what was the EBITDA per ton? And what is it likely to look like going ahead? Because volumes are increasing now, pricing as well is either holding more or less stable or increasing by 10 to 15 rupees, and input cost has been declining. So that'll be good news for you, right?
Right. So last quarter we had a EBITDA of around 1,300 rupees. Full year 9 month EBITDA was around 1,400. We hope to at least report an EBITDA of 1,500 for Q4.
Oh. Okay. Also, just questions on the overall strategy from here on. How much cash do you have on the books right now? And, Nigel has been telling me about all the consolidation, and you mentioned consolidation in the cement sector as well. Imami Cement is gone. It's no longer a target now. It's not available. Are you looking at any inorganic growth? And also tell us about the organic growth, because you're commissioning a new plant, I believe, in March.
Yeah, so the Siliguri plant of 2 million ton will be starting sometime in March or first week of April. So that is on target. In terms of other plants, we have a plan to set up a 2 million ton clinkerization plant in Meghalaya. We will also be expanding our Guwahati grinding unit by about 1 million ton. And we'll be setting up a 15 megawatt WHR plant in Meghalaya. So all these investments are lined up for next 24 to 30 months. As far as the inorganic growth is concerned, we will keep on looking anything which is available in eastern region. That is the focus sector for that's the focus region for the company. And as far as the cash is concerned, we have around 350 crores of cash in our books as of now. We have around 100 crores receivable from the subsidies yet to come from the government. Going forward, we will continue to generate the EBITDA margin which have been generating.
Are you disappointed you didn't get Imami Cement? The last time you told us you can't disclose what was the amount you had put on the table. Now you can disclose?
So I think, Nigel, talking about the amount of money and what bid prices we had, that will not be fair on my part. But yes, the asset was good. It was a good fit for us. But we had our own valuation concerns, as I told you last time also. Everybody will value the asset differently as it fits in this overall growth strategy. For us, the value was a little lower than what it has gone for. Okay. So we will continue to look for any further acquisition opportunity in Eastern region.
All right, Mr. Gupta, thanks so much for stopping by and filling us in with all those details. So cement prices are up by around 10 to around 15 rupees in the eastern as well as northeastern region. The management is sounding optimistic that they'll do double-digit volume growth in FY21, and they're also guiding that the EBITDA per ton could scale up from around that 1300 rupees that we saw in the past quarter. So reasonably good commentary coming in from the management of Star Cement. Though they also warned us that in parts of East India, like in West Bengal and Bihar, there were price increases of more than $20, and that was pulled back by close to around half or thereabouts. Well, there's some news coming in there on GMR Infra, more or less on expected lines. We were waiting for this. Now they're saying that they've received that money, that some part of that money from the French company that they got into the deal with. So on the back of that, the stock has been quite stable in otherwise wobbly conditions. It's seeing a bit of an uptick, but more or less on expected lines. And I think Sonata Software, if I saw that right, that stock as well should be up for you on the screen. They received dividend, I think, of around 15 rupees. So that stock was a little bit excited. In fact, it's moved to the high point of.